What's up, fellas and lady, if there's one or two out there.
Maybe
statistically speaking, it's all guys, probably between 25 and 40 years old. If you're in that range, smash the like button because we called your butt out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel just yet, we're just throwing it out there right now. You might as well do that. If you do not know how we run our lives, we are very interactive, and we try to stay as interactive as possible. So drop comments below, give us shout-outs, whatever you got to do. Send us some hate. Don't even care what's going on. But 88, my man, how we doing? We got some news today.
Yeah, we got some news. Some depressing news, some not so great news, but some news that we knew that was going to happen. And honestly, we don't even know. I don't even think the news that it's about, obviously, Biden, number one, he doesn't have any idea what cryptocurrency even is.
He doesn't really have any
Zero clue.
Anything about
He doesn't know how to put his fucking underwear on. So don't tell me this guy's Mr. Crypto here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got time to be researching crypto. Mm-hmm. You know, he's got other things to worry about, like the 5 things in his house right now.
Exactly.
So, either way, yeah, I don't know. It's some interesting news.
You know, really what we'll do is we'll kind of play both sides of the coin of the good and the bad of more regulation and what's to come. I think Colin actually brought up a couple good points while we were just trying to chit-chatting a little bit earlier. Mm-hmm. So is what it is. Des, what's going on? Thanks for joining us this morning. 88's actually asking if Biden can tie his shoes. I'm going to go with a hard no on that one.
I'm going to also go with the pass.
Yeah, he's got some slip-ons for sure.
Yeah, like the fake ties.
Yeah. Those are fashionable sometimes. Should we just hop into CoinMarketCap?
Might as well.
All right, CMC CoinMarketCap. Why don't we just refresh it just for fun? Over $1 trillion is what you like to see. Mm-hmm. Again, if you're relating it, if you're new watching the videos, $3 trillion is our all-time high. That's like right where we were at the peak of the bull run in 2011. So Bitcoin 23K. Honestly, Bitcoin hasn't really been doing anything in the last week. Like it's pretty much sideways, like we were for a while there. A little boring. So this big pump up, is it done? Is there going to be more to come? Is it going to go back down? I got a lot of shit talking on the video that I said the other day that we are starting to be in a bull run. My argument was not we're going not to all-time highs right now. We are not going to lower lows was my thought. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my gut feeling, you know?
Yeah, because, I mean, if you want to technically zoom out, and you want to zoom out as far as you can on the chart, and you make the statement of we are heading towards a bull run, that means we officially just do not make another lower low.
That's my argument.
It's that simple. It is that. It is. I don't give an F about your A, B, C, D, C, Q wave. If we don't make it a lower low, we're heading up.
Right.
The way it is.
And even if it's sideways, like it's sideways, but then we go up, I could probably, you could argue, I'm going to argue that that's like the start of the bull run. I don't know. I'm doing it. Is what it is. Sticking with me.
Could be sideways for a whole year.
Yeah. Very much good.
You may bounce between 23 and 33 and 35 for a year.
Well, and to be fair, if history kind of is repeating itself in some way, shape, or form, the numbers that I threw out there in a couple of it was maybe last week or the week before, if we stick between that same percentage that we did in previous bear markets or sideways markets, I guess, whatever this is, it'll be between 20 and 45K. So we could see 45K, and that will be the highest that we go for a while. Dump back down to 30, then 20, then maybe just below it. But like that's your range to kind of look for. I don't know. That's just my take.
It's a big range.
It's a big range, but that's what it's been in the past. Like it's got that big pump, comes back down, and then stair steps its way back up. So, all right. Free, what you seeing in the markets if you are studying them right now? Everything's kind of up right now, I guess, for the most part. XRP, Cardano, BNB's up.
I mean, look how close you are to Cardano already. Doubling your money if you just bought at the bottom.
Yeah.
Would it get down to 23.9 or something like that?
Something like that. Exactly.
I mean, crazy.
It's pretty nice. Clearly, we are big Cardano cats here. So, when are you going to get back into more Cardano? Are you going to wait for another pullback?
You know, honestly, for me, I'm pretty happy with what I have invested right now with potentially buying those 2 businesses. I can't do anything else right now.
Yeah.
You know, and then YouTube and all that, and then now we're going on Ben's bachelor party. So it's like, I might want to be careful how much I stick in here.
I know.
I mean, it's kind of the same for you, right?
Exactly. Exactly the same. Like if I just had a ton of cash to throw around right now, this is just play. It's
Yeah,
just fun. You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like, okay, if it goes to zero, I don't care. But like, well, I got this kids thing,
Yeah.
got this jobs thing, and this business thing. You know, so
right.
it's a difficult. Which honestly is, to be completely honest, why I think people like to relate to the crypto boys is because we don't have $1 billion to just short the market on $1 million investment and like, if it goes up, wow, whatever, who cares? Like, we don't do that. We can't. So
yeah, most of these YouTubers, I mean, the more I'm looking at it, and the more I've really been researching YouTubers in general, they have been making so much money behind the scenes and making so much money off of ad revenue and making so much money off of people coming in and just giving them money. It's literally insane. I mean, they're throwing around hundreds of thousands of dollars like it's absolutely nothing.
right.
And they do not want you to know that.
Well, if you make $100,000 a month, what's it matter?
Nothing.
Oh, well, I lost $100,000. I'll make that back in 30 days.
Yep. See you guys next week.
See you next. Exactly. Keep joining the charts. Freeze saying he's been looking at H-bar chart right now. Can't choose what I'm going to invest in next. I don't buy on green days. That is the way to do it. Don't buy on green days. I mean, there's no point. There's no point in buying on green days. Wait for a little bit of a pullback to give you some confirmation. H-bar is the last thing that I bought. Bought a good sized bag of H-bar, put it into a wallet, and that's the last thing that I've actually purchased. This is a little bit ago, other than my DCA into Bitcoin and Ethereum every single week. That's what I do. So that's what it is. 88 saying 100% of the majority of their revenue is from that and not their crypto holdings. Yes.
Agreed. 100%. Honestly, that is a very accurate statement. Most of the people are not making a ton of money on actual crypto. I mean, every once in a while you get in this, this 100x, position, you get lucky, whatever, but usually you're going to sell it beforehand or whatever. But yeah, most of think about it. They wouldn't be doing YouTube. They wouldn't be doing these other things and spending hours and hours and hours a day doing it if they were making this much money trading or making this much money behind the scenes, just making good investments on crypto.
Right.
You wouldn't see them anymore. You think you'd see BitBoy on here? I hate to say it, but you wouldn't.
Yeah,
you would not see it.
88 did bring a good point. Crypto Face, basically what he does is a stream of him making his trades, and people are like, "Oh shoot, okay,"
Exactly.
like that's just like a professional trader that
sure.
happens to do YouTube. Like it's different. But yeah, exactly. Like if you weren't making this crazy money, and on top of that, you make a crap ton of money. You have hundreds of thousands of people that follow you, and you say, "I want to buy X coin. I'm all in on X coin." Everyone, hundreds of thousands of people are like, X coin, great, okay, cool, let's go buy it. Pump. I mean, I didn't really do anything with X coin. I just mentioned it on my channel, and now I got rich.
Yeah, I've already sold it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you
Peace.
guys. It'll go back up.
Yeah, exactly. JM Vid's asking about Avalanche. A lot of people talk about Avalanche. I hear good stuff about it. I haven't done a super deep dive, but it's kind of, blockchain wise, I think good stuff. If you hear someone say it has 50x potential, that they have no idea. So, all right, moving on. This is kind of the meat and potatoes, so we'll kind of chit chat about it. White House calls on Congress to step up its efforts on crypto regulation. And just right off the top here, why don't we just dive right into kind of your thoughts with this whole thing? I mean, do you think it's a good idea for them to step in and say, hey, you know what, there needs to be a heavily regulated space because of what's happened? Or I guess I'll just let you kind of spin off of that and we'll go from there.
Well, yeah, and we kind of chatted about this before. Here's the thing with the whole Biden administration is that, number one, and most importantly, they don't know exactly what's going on. Biden has absolutely zero clue. He's getting fed note cards saying what to say. That's happening, number one. And number two is, I'm playing devil's advocate here on both sides because I think they both have legitimate, after this last year, they both absolutely have a legitimate argument, is that, yeah, it has to have some regulation. Did everybody just see what happened? Like 4 or 5 massive, players in the space went down all because of bad actors or all because of unintelligent moves like by Stephen Dumbass Ehrlich giving away a $650 million loan with no collateral. What do you think is going to happen to people buying $100 million yachts with no money? So I don't completely disagree with Biden and his team saying, and I completely disagree with almost everything they do. I don't completely disagree saying that, listen, this is a mess. It was a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fair to say it was a damn mess.
One of the things that they're trying to say and that they're saying in this article and that they were discussing was they don't want normal investment in institution, like if you're putting into your Fidelity account, they don't want that to be able to access crypto. They want to try to keep that completely separate, which doesn't help the space of crypto grow exponentially right now. But what they can do, if it's a long-term play, in my personal opinion, if they separate and say, hey, you know what, your Fidelity 401k, you can't invest in Bitcoin. But if they regulate this space well enough for crypto that they can start to trust it, then they can start to intertwine those two. So I think it's a long play. I think it's going to be a little bit down the road. Personally, I think it has to happen, though. I'm agreeing with Colin for sure. You can't have people put their money on Voyager and then it's their life savings and now they're freaking screwed. Like now their money's gone. That can't happen again. Before we keep going, Dez is asking, would you choose HBAR or VeChain? Ready, go.
Shit.
Dude, it's a tough
I mean,
one.
that's choosing between my kids, but I'll do it VeChain.
I think, yeah. Here's my take is I love VeChain. I have plenty of VeChain. We have a lot of VeChain locked up on Voyager. I would choose HBAR just because I want to expand my bag of HBAR because I have a decent amount of VeChain. That's my only thought. I would choose HBAR. Colin would choose VeChain.
My thought,
both are awesome.
My thought quickly is because I think VeChain was beaten down so badly and so abruptly in this bear market, and it's been building so much behind the scenes that I really think that that's going to be a massive runner, and I'm almost going to guarantee myself a 10x on VeChain. And you shouldn't say things like that, but I'm saying things like that. HBAR still got some things to prove. And I also love HBAR, so that's my take right now.
Yeah, HBAR, a little bit lower market cap, so maybe it has a little bit more room for growth, but at the same time, they're both pretty similar to where if one 10Xs, the other has potential to 10X
For
too.
sure.
So no big deal there. Cody, what's going on? Hopefully you're getting some sleep with that kid. Let's see. Yeah, 88 saying that's the only way that big money will really enter if they feel safe.
Yes.
If I'm a billionaire, I'm not going to put a couple $1 million in something. I'm like, I'm going to lose that money. Not a chance.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Because they don't need to double their money. They just need to make sure their money's there when they go back to it because it's going to make over 15 years, 10 to 12%.
Exactly. Yeah,
So
I just don't want to lose my money. I just want to maintain it and not lose it to inflation. Exactly. Free with the smooth love potion. No, we don't have any of that. What do you think about Chainlink? People ask about that all the time.
We need to do a video on it, man. I can't. I did a video on it like a year and a half ago, and I don't remember a whole lot about it.
Really, the thing with like all the oracles, it's a little over my head. To be quite honest with you, people love it. People say it's the next best thing. I don't have anything against it at all. People love it. We'll say that.
We need to start doing that video on the LCX because that thing's getting hot right now,
People
and
love
it's very near and dear to our solo heart. And I don't know. We got to do a video on it though.
LCX. Well, there's no reason that we shouldn't have already. We should have had 3 videos out by now. 88 saying Chainlink is his second biggest bag. That's saying something for sure. Man ain't dumb.
That's from the guy that only buys Bitcoin. I only buy Bitcoin, but I do have this massive bag of giant Chainlink.
Moving on. All right, DOJ claims SBF tried to influence witness testimony. Oh, who would have thunk it? This slimy weasel.
Gosh, what a douche,
I have to just read this quote because it's ridiculous. And the Crypto Boys don't read you articles or whatever, but what he said, I would really love to reconnect and see if there's a way for us to have a constructive relationship, use each other as resources when possible, or at least vet things with each other. That's the slimiest thing ever. Like, hey man, I just want to, just you be on my side and I'll be on your side and you help me and I'll help you, and that's some bull schlocka.
Yeah, I can't.
What are you saying?
I have nothing to say.
I mean,
he's such a loser and
he is
complete manipulator, narcissist, 100%. And yeah.
The only thing I will say is I'm going to be wearing something similar to SBF right here tonight. We have our holiday party for work. Yes, it is a month late, but I asked, like, why are we doing a holiday party so late? And everyone was like, okay, well, everyone has parties and stuff, so the turnout is usually better if we do it later, like around Christmas time, whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to try to be
That's kind of what we do, too, is that I wait at least 3 weeks after Christmas because everybody's doing stuff around those days.
Makes sense. Totally makes sense. Moving on. CZ predicts existential implications for anti-crypto traditional finance. All right, just to sum this article up here, CZ is coming out and saying if the big institutions don't want to invest in crypto right now, fine, so be it. You are going to lose out on so much because you're not at the ground level. This is basically the sum of the article. And I agree with him, but this goes back to the argument that we just had. If you're a massive institution and you want to make a bunch of money, you want to do it as safe as possible. You don't want to just, okay, well, here's our half of our company. Oh, it goes under, and now we're completely insolvent. So I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, like, the boy's in the crypto space, so he kind of knows his shindig. I don't know if he knows about the other traditional finance, but that's just me.
So I'll ask you this. What do you think is the number one, if you had to put one thing as the most important thing for regulation to be passed, let's just say in the next year, one thing, only one, what would you pass?
I would say for crypto exchanges to have a separate fund of your crypto and their crypto. I think that would be the number one thing. If we can,
I agree.
If we can solidify
Easily
that,
enough.
I mean that you can't commingle the funds. You can't steal my money if my money's my money and yours is yours.
Yeah, you have to find a way, the end. You have to find a way that the exchanges are basically 100% safe when you leave your money on them. And you can easily trade them in a much more simple way.
Yes.
In a much more safer way. Because people are not taking it off, putting it on their self-custody wallet. They're not doing that. I mean, we're doing that. You're doing that. Normal people aren't doing that.
No.
It's never going to happen.
Dude, even Danny the other day. Danny's like, I got all my crypto on whatever. I'm like, dude, get a trust
Kraken.
wallet right now.
Yeah.
Get it off of Kraken.
I was like, dude, just throw it on a hot wallet.
Get it off. Get it off. So most people are doing that, and most people are getting screwed by it. Let's be honest with you. So if you can regulate the exchanges, it doesn't have to be anything with the CBDC or ABCD, EFG, HJ, KLNP. It just has to be some regulation with the exchange.
Yeah, it has to be. It has to start there. It has to.
Unbelievable.
And I don't feel like that would be that difficult to pass.
I don't think so either.
I feel like you could do that pretty quickly.
Yeah, like you guys, crypto exchanges, have to follow the rules that these guys follow.
So my question is now, what do you guys think? What is the number one thing you would pass? To get more people into the space, obviously, not to, save your whatever, but to get more people in the space, to grow it like it needs to grow. What would you do? Comment below. I'm curious now.
Yeah, that is. And while we wait for that comment, I think one of the things that we like to think about, and it probably will help everybody, is if more bodies and humans and people are into crypto, the crypto market will rise. It's not like you want to make yourself more money, which everybody does. I understand that. But a good way to do it is have your brother and your friend and your whoever, everyone starting to get into crypto. That everybody will win at that point, so to speak. Okay, well, drop those comments below as we go. Cardano coming out next week with its stablecoin. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. I haven't had that opportunity to listen to Charles Hoskinson come out and talk about it. I really do need to go back to do that. But yeah, I was just kind of reading through this article a little bit ago, and it sounds like they have figured out the stablecoin issue that happened with Luna, of course, with the algorithmic stablecoin, and they've made this significantly better. So yeah,
I figured you would.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that I haven't been doing as much research lately because I haven't had time to do my normal bike rides, because I usually do all my research while I'm riding the bike for like an hour. So it's like 5 hours a week of just straight up listening to crypto YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's funny that it slid the last 2 weeks, and now I'm like, where are we at in the crypto
simply
space?
Because you've been busy with the other ventures you're trying to hop in and stuff.
It's been a disaster.
Well, and you got TNT going on. You got a bunch of other stuff. 88 saying that Canada has a couple Bitcoin ETFs. That's what America needs.
True, but they don't have a spot yet.
Not a spot ETF. Yes.
So that needs to happen. In ARK Invest, I went over this on the live on Thursday. They just got denied again. And I think they applied in May. So it took them until now to deny them.
So basically what they're going to do is they're going to say, oh, denied again. Well, start doing the paperwork. Let's submit it again and just keep what do we got to change to get this thing done?
It makes me wonder a little bit. Now, I don't really know if this is a popular opinion, unpopular opinion. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. But because the banks, from everything I've seen, kind of essentially run this country.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the way it is right now. Are they stopping this crypto thing from really blowing up, realizing that until they can get their hands on it, until they can get their, paws on it to figure out exactly what's going to happen, I mean, in my opinion, the only thing that would be extremely bad is everybody started using crypto. The banks would be like, what's going on?
Yeah, if the banks
you
go,
know?
you don't need me anymore. Like how am I going to make billions
For
of
sure.
dollars and get fined $100 million and not care because we made $1 billion? You know,
And they funnel money behind the scenes to all of like the news reporters and stuff who report on this stuff.
exactly. It's a vicious
So
cycle.
I mean,
of
it's
money.
this cycle of paying Peter to pay Paul to tell him what you want to, and you don't even know what you're writing. You're just like, well, this is what I'm supposed to say.
Exactly.
So this is what I'll say.
So if there's something that disrupts that circle, like crypto and Bitcoin and blockchain technology that tells you exactly where this money is going, they're not going to like that wallet you have to go through.
Oh crap! Everybody can see where I just put all my money and who I actually paid. Oh, and they can actually they don't have to ask me for money. Oh, they want to go buy that house and they can just go do it. Like I can send them $100,000 without taking 3% of it. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. DCF asking if I'm still bullish and did I read the comments and stuff. Yes, I read all of your comments. I actually commented back to you twice, so I appreciate your comment. Your second one makes a ton of sense. My point that I am making is I'm bullish in the sense of I don't think we are going to see lower lows. We talked about this at the beginning of the live, actually. No lower lows are coming in Joe P's mind. Will we bounce back and forth between 20 and 45K like we've done in previous bear markets with that percentage of all-time highs? Yes, I think so. I think it's going to be sideways for a while, but I think up and up is going to be the way. Yeah, we're going to have a big pullback at some point, guaranteed. No, there's no doubt about it.
So
However,
do you think? Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think we'll go below 15.5 again. I don't.
Do you think we're going to go below 20K again?
I think maybe 19, like
We'll touch
19.
it?
Yeah, we could dip below it, and that'd be about it, in my personal opinion. And yes, I'm confident about it, but at the same time, who freaking knows? We could go down to 10K tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't see how we could get. Here's the thing. FTX, Voyager, Celsius, Luna, all these 3 Arrows Capital, all these things are the only reason. And if you believe otherwise, you're wrong. The only reason we hit 15,000.
Yes.
And what are we gonna have to do again now to get back down there?
Because that was some bad stuff.
Yeah. I mean, how much worse can it get? Binance goes under. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, if that's the case,
then
that you're crypto in trouble.
We're in trouble then. But you know what I'm saying, though? I really just, I in my mind, I'm trying to spin up the wheels of like, okay, what can get us back down there? We have already lost $36 billion in evaluation from just one company alone, who took down other $1 billion worth of companies. Well, where does it come from?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Maybe it does.
Well, yeah. Colin is the one with the haircut. I have a hat on. I'm Joe. That's Colin.
You can't see mine.
Yeah. But yes, yeah. Thanks for the comments. That looks great. We appreciate you.
What do you say?
Making fun of your haircut. Said it looks like someone put a bowl on your head. Said Joe's head. I'm Joe, and no one put a bowl on my head. I got lots of hair here, so I'm just wearing the Crypto Boys hat. Oh, man. You know what? There's one thing that I feel like our characteristics and our personalities get portrayed pretty well on here. But what we aren't able to do is make fun of people like we typically do in real life and in the gym. Like, we can't make fun of you because I don't know what you look like, But if we do, I mean, we're going to make fun of you for sure.
Yeah, if we saw you and we could, like, get some substance to make fun of you, like, damn, you fat piece of shit. Like, it makes it so much easier. But now you guys can see us, but we can't see you.
That's right. We're at a disadvantage. So, hey, bring it on. Bring it on, baby.
If you meet us in Bitcoin Miami, you better have some tough skin. You better be able to drink, too. If you can't, then don't come.
Then get out of here.
Yeah,
that's right.
Stay at home. Watch the kids. Change diapers.
Last little piece of the puzzle here that we want to talk about today, guys. Sologenic coming out with some news with a listing. A lot of people were talking. So Bitmart Exchange is a place that you can now potentially get some of your Sologenic. We did make a video quite some time ago, and the video is linked in the description below. We had, I think Israel was commenting. A couple other people were commenting, how do I buy Sologenic? There are a couple different ways. We use KuCoin. It's a couple-step process to get ourselves there and build the Trust Wallet and Trust Line or whatever else. I believe you can go on the Solodex now to purchase it. Yes. Cody, correct me if I'm wrong. And then, yeah, Bitmart Exchange. I mean, there's a couple places. It's not on some of your normal exchanges. That would be the only thing. Who gave us that thumbs down? Let's see. Free is saying I'm a slim fit dude, but I don't drink, so y'all can get on me about that. Okay.
That's fair.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, we don't make fun of you for that, loser. Absolutely not. We wouldn't do that. No, we do appreciate that.
Yeah. Okay, last thing I wanted to talk about before we do a little Q&A session was this. 1 week ago, actually just a little bit longer than a week ago, I asked, a week from now, will Bitcoin be up or down, higher or lower? 44% of you are actually correct. It was about, let's see, we can pull it up, but it's probably like $3,000 higher. Well, it's zoomed in probably a little bit.
So was that 20?
Yeah, right around there. So that was on the 19th.
Yeah.
Yep, right around 20, 21.
Yeah.
So it is higher. You guys were correct. 44% of you were correct.
I just think this is where we were supposed to be.
Yeah. I think so too.
I think if you missed the buying opportunities of a lifetime, you probably missed them. Now, that being said, we haven't had that 30% really pump up yet and then crash back down to the depths of the abyss. So there is that to be said of like, that can still happen.
Yes.
That can still happen.
Yeah, I think from 18K to like 23 or 24K though is a 30% pump. But I think it can go higher before we get that big fat pullback. Like people are going to be in trouble. So I'm not telling you guys that you should now long the market and it'll only go up from here, because you got to be real careful because we're trading sideways and that makes it difficult. But I think we're not going back down below 15.5.
Yeah, I mean you're crawling back up to 30K and then you're falling back down to 18. You're going to be feeling pretty shitty if you're buying at 30K.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's just the way it is.
Yeah, and in knowing my luck, I would buy at 29.5 the day it goes back down to 18. That'd be great.
For sure.
Let's see, 88 saying he agrees with you. FTX might have brought it down to that 15, 17 level when it might have stated. Yeah, we've talked.
Agreed.
Who knows? Was it programmed that it was supposed to be like that? Was it the FTX BS going on? I think totally. And I mean, let's be honest, we haven't really touched on it in a while, but like the other players going on in the world of like stuff going on overseas. We are on a looming recession potentially. We did have GDP be a little bit higher, so I guess that breaks the little cycle. But at the same time, the Fed is probably going to come out with a 25 basis point rate hike next week. At least that's what 99% of the people are saying. So I'm going to have to probably roll with that because those people are probably smarter than I am when it comes to that. But then what? Are they going to flip and now they're going to be done? Usually that tanks the markets, the traditional markets. So that's a thought.
Yeah, and has the traditional markets not hit bottom yet, which would mean a very good indicator that the crypto markets haven't yet either. We don't know. We've got a lot going on.
88 saying he went all in because of my videos. What the fuck? Yeah, well, might go down.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely on the fence there about going up.
Q&A time or what?
Yeah, Q&A for sure. We'll hang out for a couple minutes, guys. We have some other videos that we got to shoot today. We got some stuff going on tonight. You got anything going on tomorrow?
Tomorrow I don't have
tomorrow. I don't think I have anything tomorrow either. So got a couple things, and that's that. Doug's saying every other project goes to whatever, or every other paycheck, I'm sorry, goes to whatever project need to fill the bag. That's a good way to do it.
That's a good way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
It is. TCF saying?
It's a long comment. I say we see 15 to 32% below previous 15.5. Okay. Laughed at me in December this year. If I'm wrong, in fact, let's make it fun. I'll give away 1K in Bitcoin on this channel if I'm wrong. Wow. You heard it here first.
He's going to give away 1K?
1K in Bitcoin. Maybe we need to do a...
If what?
If it doesn't see,
so a 15% drop from minimum from 15.8 or whatever,
15.5. I guess we'll have to clean up that actual bet or argument if you are willing to do that. But we could. I think that would be cool. People would appreciate that if it does happen or doesn't happen, whatever.
That man must have a lot of Bitcoin.
I guess so. Yeah, that'd probably be like 12K. Yeah, about 88 would be my guess. I don't know. Oh, Cody, hey, popping in and says, buy solo on Solodex,
yes.
Zum, KuCoin, MEXC, BitTrue, Bitmart, and a few others. So there you go. Heard it from the man himself. He is the solo king of the world.
What's the easiest, Cody? Solo Dex?
Yeah, what's the easiest?
I would assume.
Yeah, you can just pop right on there. Yeah, maybe if you're serious about this thing, DCF, why don't you just shoot us a message on Twitter if you got Twitter? Because that's how we talk to people.
Man, it's getting down to 12K. Man, I don't see it.
I don't either. We don't see it. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but
doesn't mean it won't happen.
I ain't feeling that because I just put my take out there and it had nothing to do with that. So
yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's good stuff. That was a fun. Again, guys, we appreciate you joining us on a Saturday at 11:32 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you're somewhere else in the world and you missed us because you're in UK or you're somewhere else, then hey, you can just pop back in, watch the video from start to finish. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel, like it if you want, whatever. If you don't, give us a thumbs down like someone else did today, whoever that is. Just kidding, we love you.
No, we don't. Total lie.
88 did the math and says 10,500 would be 30% from 15K. He's saying he put money on that, so it looks like we got a couple $1,000 bets. 88 and DCF want to bet on it. He wants to make it fun for everyone. Dude, you must got some Bitcoin, brother.
Must have a lot of Bitcoin. That's awesome.
All right, well we will remember this bet.
We'll remember this bet.
All right, anything else that you got for the fans?
Nothing, man. I got nothing.
Sick.
I got nothing running around right now.
All right. Well, that was a good one, guys. So thanks for joining us, and we will be on another live on Monday and Thursday because that's what we do. And
you'll be by yourself Thursday, though.
I will be by myself Thursday.
Actually, you could probably call me in. I'll just be in the car.
We could do that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But either way, we'll be here on those days around 5:30 or so. We'll let you guys know. We'll always put the little thing out. And, yeah, as always, thanks for rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube, and we are out.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.